I've always enjoyed the Bangladesh Premier League. It was one of my first tournaments that I played in. It gave me a stepping stone. It helped me learn my cricket, not only in the BPL but the Dhaka Premier League as well. Both those tournaments helped me develop my game. So any opportunity to come over to Bangladesh, I try and take that with full opportunity. I think there's always different challenges in different countries, different conditions, different pitches, different types of style of play. Out here, you play at Chittagong, it's some of the best wickets you'll ever play on, and you play at Mirpur and you don't really know what you're going to get, so you have to learn to adapt. But I guess, the standard, you look at the quality of overseas players that are usually here and the quality of local players, it's a very good standard, especially when you put the conditions in. You learn a hell of a lot of skills and how to go about your game in a different way here than you do in other tournaments. Yeah, I think definitely the more you play in subcontinent, the better, the more you learn skills. I'm very big on trying to learn all the time. And when you come to conditions like this, you face high quality spinners. A lot of T20 here is bowled by spin, whereas in other tournaments you probably only have 1 or 2 spinners per team, whereas here you could have 3 or 4. And the wickets also dictate that, so you have to learn to play an attacking game and I guess a conservative game as well, because sometimes it's a low scoring wicket as well, and when it's high scoring you have to have the game to attack. So I guess you learn different ways to go about playing spin. Now there's so many other tournaments, I guess if the BPL can attract those players, whether it be with the standard of cricket or whatever it is, I guess a lot of players will start coming here again. I remember coming here, early days, and you were playing against Andre Russell, Shahid Afridi, Sunil Narain, Pollard in the same team, which is phenomenal. It's like an IPL team. So the standard of overseas and quality of players always been here. It's just trying to get players here now with all the other leagues, and I guess that's the challenge for the Bangladesh board and the owners to try and work out a way of getting the best players here instead of other ones. I think it's very hard for me to say that. I've played one game and we got absolutely hammered, so we didn't play very well. I guess the only way you can tell is at the end of the tournament, when you look at the scores and you look at the way things go about it. Obviously, sometimes the conditions here are tough and it makes it really tough to score runs, whereas when you go to Chittagong you have the best batting wickets in the world. So that's why I said I guess the conditions dictate the standard of play. So if you have good wickets consistently, then I reckon you'll have a really good standard of play and you'll attract really good players. And I guess that's the key to T20 cricket, is to be playing on the best wickets you can. No, not at all. I think in any tournament, your goal is obviously to win the tournament, but your first goal is just to get to the qualifying, to the knockout stages. If you're playing 12 games, you're probably going to lose 4 or 5 of those games and you still qualify. So if you lose 1 or 2 here or there, it doesn't really make a difference, as long as you don't worry about it too much and you move on forward and you still do the right things. This team has got so many good players, so many match winners, and I guarantee you that this team will have match-winning performances by one of those good players at some point in the next couple of games, and we'll win a few games. I think in most tournaments you'd like to have the DRS. It just takes away the umpire error that happens. Everyone makes mistakes. As cricketers, we play bad shots, and as bowlers we bowl bad balls, and umpires will also have a tough day every now and again. That's part of the game. We as players accept that. But I think if you have the DRS with the two that's working properly, I think that can sort of help rectify some of the human error. The last thing you want is not to have a DRS in a fantastic tournament.